Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be going through my garbage. I love doing Empties videos. I love watching Empties videos. I just find them so helpful, for one, because if you have used a product from start to finish, you know exactly how you feel about it. Was it something that you absolutely loved, or were you just pushing your way through it? But also there's something so satisfying about actually using a product up. And I know that sounds kind of dumb, really, because that's how most people are, right? Most people buy something, use it up, and then replace it. I am a beauty hoarder. I think I'm finally coming to grips with my obsession with buying, using, and reviewing makeup products, and therefore I have so much stuff, and actually getting through something isn't quite as normal as, you know, mainstream consumers are. So when you actually use something up, there is a sense of accomplishment that comes from it. So I just really enjoy Empties videos. If you enjoy Empties videos, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. But let's talk about what I used up in the month of November. I have a lot of skincare in here, and most of it is in the mini size. I have tons of minis. I just love things that are mini, small. I think they are adorable. And also, I really like getting mini products, especially for skincare, because it gives me an opportunity to try out that product and decide if it really warrants purchasing a full size. So let's talk about the first thing in here, and that is a little mini of my beloved Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melting Balm. You guys know I flippin' love this stuff. It is, as you can see, totally empty. This is by far my favorite makeup remover ever. All right, so the angle likely changed a little bit. I had the battery light start flashing, and I thought, you know what? Let's do the responsible thing. Instead of trying to play, let's beat the clock. Let's just go ahead and change the battery now. So what I was talking about is my Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melting Balm. I have gone through a couple of full sizes, a couple of minis. I still have a couple of minis. I absolutely love this stuff. It is hands down my favorite first step makeup melter. It gets everything off. Eye makeup, face makeup, all of it comes off without any stinging or burning. It's just a beautiful product. What I also used while I was waiting for my Sephora order to come in with my replacement was this mini right here. It's kind of rubbed off a little bit. This is a mini by Glow Recipe. This is the Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. I didn't really love this. So there are a couple of reasons for that. Some of them are very personal to me. I don't like the scent. I mean, it's not like a deal breaker by any means, but it's not my favorite. It literally smelled like chapstick. It smelled like cherry chapstick, which is funny since it's supposed to be papaya. But it also felt like chapstick. It genuinely felt like I was rubbing chapstick all over my face. It had a thicker feeling to the balm, and that I could also get behind if it actually melted my makeup, and I didn't feel like it did a great job of that. It did not break down all of my eye makeup, even though it was a much heavier formula. And I don't wear really heavy eye makeup. I don't wear things that are waterproof. I have very sensitive eyes, and I don't ask a lot of my makeup. I don't leave the house, but it didn't even break down my eye makeup nearly as much as I would have wanted it to. And even though it didn't sting my eyes, it did leave a film. So when you open your eyes, it's like you're looking underwater. So I used the whole thing up. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever used, but it's definitely not my favorite, and it is a far, far, far cry from my Pharmacy Green Clean. So it is not something that I would repurchase. However, this is something I've purchased time and time again, and I'm so happy to have gotten my replacement in and cracked into that bad boy because it is so satisfying. It's so good. All right, so staying with let's stick with cleansers. So I did finish up this from First Aid Beauty. This is the Pure Skin Face Cleanser. It is in the 2-ounce size. So it's not a deluxe sample size. It's not the full size. It's like travel, I guess, travel size. And I love this stuff. This is a great cleanser. It is no bells and no whistles. It's just a really nice foaming face cleanser. It is mild. It doesn't sting my eyes. I don't get any sort of like skin irritation from it. Love this stuff. I have a few more in varying sizes, but it's really good. And it is something that if I had no other face washes, then I would totally repurchase because it's nice. Also in the skincare category, I do have a mask. You guys, who am I? I finished off a mask. So this, there we go. This is by Origins. This is their ginseng peel off mask. I don't love peel off masks. It's no fault of this one. It's just not my favorite type of mask. It just literally rips all the dead skin cells off of your face, which, wow, that sounds aggressive when you say it that way. That one didn't hurt. I have used peel off masks in the past where it really does feel like it is pulling the flesh from your face. This was nice. It was kind of a strong scent though, which I don't love, but it was this really sort of metallic orange sort of situation, which is always fun, you know, when you've got some sort of craziness going on. But it was fine. It's not something that I'm going to repurchase because A, it's not my favorite masking formula, and B, I have a ton of other peel off masks that I would need to get through before I even considered trying to purchase another one in that mask category. I did also finish up a deluxe sample size of the Ole Henriksen. This is the the Truth Juice Daily Cleanser. I loved this so much. I really love Ole Henriksen's Truth line. I use the Truth Serum almost every single day, and I notice my skin reacts so beautifully to that. And so when they expanded upon the line, I really wanted to try it. So when I had the opportunity to use a code to get this right here, totally jumped on it, and I really enjoyed it. It was a pleasant experience. It smells like an old school Orange Julius. Like literally it smells like an Orange Julius, and that brings joy to my sweet little soul. I felt like it worked really well on my skin. I didn't have any sort of weird reactions to it. It foamed nicely without being aggressive and stripping. Really enjoyed that, and that is something that I would definitely consider purchasing in a full size. Again, if I had a need for face wash, which I don't for quite a long time. Any more skincare in here? No, we can move on to body care. So we did also finish up another Aveeno Baby. This is the Enzyme Therapy Night Balm. This stuff is magic in a bottle or in a tub or in a tube or however you choose to purchase it. This stuff is fantastic. I started buying this for my son for his eczema flare-ups. He unfortunately has my super sensitive skin and he is eczema prone. So this worked so well on his skin. The only thing that I have found that works better at soothing and clearing his eczema flare-ups is the actual steroid prescription that we got from his doctor. This stuff is fantastic. I use it. My husband has started using it on his dry patches. We have a few other tubs in varying sizes throughout our house. Really good stuff, and I totally recommend it. It's really good. I did also use up a hand cream. This is also from First Aid Beauty. This is the Ultra Repair Cream. I do like this really well also. I still have a few other sizes of this. This is only the 1 ounce size. I think this is a deluxe sample size, whereas the other ones I have are just varying sizes that I purchased. I will say that for my own personal preferences, I prefer it in the squeeze tube like that versus the actual like jar. I don't love sticking my hands in jars because, you know, product gets under your fingernails and it's just not my favorite application. But in the squeezy tube, absolutely love it. It is a good product. It's very nourishing, very hydrating, but it doesn't feel greasy or sticky or anything like that. And it's very gentle. So again, if you have sensitive skin like we have in my house, if you're eczema prone, things like that, that is a wonderful product to give a try. And they always have sales on it at Ulta, so totally pick some up if you are interested. And then finally on to makeup products. And this is of course exciting. Everybody loves makeup products. Empties. So the first thing is this right here. Actually, let's cut it open. If you have seen my Project Pan updates, then you already know what this is. This is my Bare Minerals. This is my SPF. It is the Complexion Rescue Defense Radiant Protective Veil in the shade Soft Radiance. Use that bad boy all the way up. I did really like this. I had it for too long, so I kind of stopped feeling like the SPF was, you know, doing as good of a job as it could, but that is no reflection on the product, just me and my, again, makeup hoarding tendencies. But I did really like it. It was, though, one that you have to really work into your skin. It was a little bit thicker. It was definitely one that has a bit of a white cast to it. Now, on my pasty complexion, not a huge deal, but if you are anyone else in the spectrum of color, then you may or may not love that particular product. However, they have a whole line of complexion rescue that has SPF in it that is also tinted. I've gone through one of those as well and absolutely loved it. So I would probably recommend that product over this one, just because I felt like that product was easier to use than this one here. But it did serve its purpose, and I'm very happy to have completed it. Also, going with my Project Pan Empties, I am so happy about this, you guys. I finished up a lip gloss. This is a full-size Smashbox Los Angeles lip gloss, and it is empty. I could not be more happy to have actually finished off a lip product. That almost never happens in my life, so it is definitely exciting and quite an accomplishment. I loved this lip gloss so much. I felt like it had a really great formula to it. It was one that it wasn't crazy sticky, but it definitely gripped onto the lips. So I could put it on and then I would still kind of feel it hanging around a couple of hours later. It didn't require constant reapplication, unlike the lip gloss that I'm currently working on. But yeah, I really love this. This is a great formula. If you've been interested in checking it out, I would highly recommend it. Mine was in the shade Michelada, which was a beautiful sort of orangey shade. I loved it. Would definitely repurchase if I didn't already have like 100 lip glosses that I need to try to work through in my lifetime. But yeah, definitely love it. Totally recommend it. I did also finish up a lip balm. This is the Nivea, and it is the Moisture Lip Care. So we are all done. That's just the plastic part at the bottom. I am a bit of a lip balm junkie. I have them everywhere. It is probably the only lip product that I can consistently work through, although because I have them literally all over, it takes a while because I'm not using just the same one as consistently as I probably could or should. But I do quite like this formula. I have a few more of these kicking around the house. I don't know if it's my favorite lip balm, but if you're going to the drugstore, it's one that's very easy to pick up and use, and it gives me decent results. So I do like this, and I would repurchase, sure. And then finally, we have an eyebrow product. This is an eyebrow pencil by Cella. It is in the shade Tantalizing Taupe. All gone. This was just okay. As you guys know, if you've been following my journey at all, I am very new to actually doing my brows. And so I'm just using up the products that I received in subscription boxes, this being one of them. I have at least one more somewhere in my collection as well. The color for me was not quite right, and I went through it rather quickly. It's a tiny product. There was only 0.09 grams in it, so I'm not surprised I blew through it so quickly. So I really hope that this is not a full size, because if it is, definitely not worth the money in my opinion, and it's not one that I would repurchase. So that is what I used up last month. I do feel like November was a good month for finishing products, even though many of them were deluxe sample sizes. They are still completed in my life, and I am very happy about that. So I will go ahead and display the total that I used up this month, and yeah, I feel pretty good about it. As usual, my deluxe sample sizes, I award them a $2 credit, so to speak, because I'm not sure where most of them came from, but I did have Ipsy for a number of years. I did have Sephora Play Boxes for a number of years. I am a sucker for buying the Sephora Favorites kits and things like that. So I figured between those subscription boxes, the actual kits that I've paid for, and things like this, which were Sephora codes, it all breaks down to about $2 a piece. So that's what I've awarded for those. But again, it's all about completion, not necessarily dollars used up, at least this year. We'll see what next year holds. What have you used up in the month of November? Do you feel like you are steadily using through products, or have you hit kind of a stall? I would definitely like to know, because I feel like November was a good, strong month for me, and everything going into December is new. So I'm not sure. You guys tell me, because I am going to be doing everything that's empty in the year 2020. That'll probably come out in January, where I just recap literally everything that I used through. So do you want to see an empties in December, or would you rather I just wait until the Mac Daddy of them all in January? Please let me know in the description below what your preference is. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you are having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.